We had a major water break 2 weeks ago. We called in an outside company out of Bakersfield. We needed help. They were here within hours, brought the cavalry in over the next several days. We had to replace 4 valves, large valves on the airport, and actually 2 water repairs as a result of that. I don't know the number, but I authorized that, and I expect it's going to be north of $30,000, and that's within my authority to make emergency repair decisions. The Hangar 100 lease agreement was approved, and that closed. That was what was reported by the CFO on the closeout of the FTA legacy, which was held in bankruptcy for a couple of years, and that's now behind us. We have a team working on moving a 12-inch water line approximately 1,000 feet from the north side of the facility down to the boneyard. So it's going to come off of our line, which is right here, and it's going to come down into the boneyard. 12-inch line. And so all of those are positive things, and we haven't finalized that deal, but we will, and we'll report on the outcome of that at the next board meeting, I suspect. Staff, do we have any other comments? And isolating this problem, those valves actually were replacement valves that have come along in the last 40 years. So we were talking to the folks that do this for a living, and they said, not uncommon, where you have the high alkali content, you got to replace these valves on a replacement cycle. We have been replacing them as needed since I've been here for the last 12 years. We do a number of these every year. Some we just go and identify them. We proactively pull them out of the ground, replace them. What we usually do is wait till we have a break, and that's an opportunity to replace several at a time. You get the crew over here that knows how to do it. When we do it, it's like me putting up Christmas lights. It's about 12 trips to the hardware store just to put up Christmas lights. When you bring in the crew from out of town, we're pretty good at running backhoes and arms and legs, but these guys show up with the trucks, the valves, all the equipment. They don't waste any motion. All the way down to compacting the dirt around the new valves and doing it right. Wouldn't you agree with that, Harold?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's money saved doing it this way. And we actually talked to them this time about a program to get on a schedule they can actually test some of these critical placement valves. It's always an impact to some of the tenants. And Al will tell you, we went door to door and knocking on doors saying water's going to be down for, after 6 o'clock tonight, maybe as late as 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We tried to do it those times of the day. We isolated it fairly succinctly to one section. There's a lot of water lines at this airport that go under hangars, unfortunately, and not a lot of consideration in the past was given to moving the water line before you put the new hangar in. So, right, Kevin? We have some facilities like that, but it's just part of doing business.
My question, I guess, and you answered it, is do we need to take some sort of proactive, moving forward to kind of keep ahead of this?
It all comes down to money. We applied for and received an EDA grant. I think it was 2008. It was a 50-50. Somebody help me. 80-20. 50-50 grant. So you come up with 50 cents, they match it with 50 cents, and we looped the new water system down the flight line and on taxiway B. We put $2.2 million in water lines out to the north. We've replaced a ton of water lines along Savovichin Airport in valves and hydrants over the past years. But to answer your question, we have a combo system. We have a considerable amount of ultransite and galvanized steel pipe in the ground, and we have some Schedule 40, Schedule 60 PVC pipe, 12-inch and 24-inch lines. It's a combo. It's always a bit of an Easter egg hunt. And that's why before Jose left, and he and Dave Russell have been given an assignment to take the old Marine Corps maps, merged them on a digital database with his CAD system of the new lines we put in, and where we have a working map of valves. And I think we're close. I don't know if we'll ever be there just because too much time has passed, but we've been actively working it. We have a combo system. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think we have made some very measured but important decisions in the last 12 years on where to invest in water system. I don't know if you're ever fully there, but we have a water system. We're in the water delivery business. We've also proactively installed water meters at all the new construction since I've been here. I do, internally, we're discussing that at some point in time, it might make sense for the board to discuss whether we actually start invoicing for water service. Up to this point, we have chosen not to, but that can be a couple $100,000 a year hit to the district, and it's not getting any cheaper. And with some of the tenants, they use a lot of water. Incotech's one of those companies, use a lot of water in their processes. So, is that characterize that about right? It's good business, but not all companies use water at all. Flush toilets and run sinks. Others use more. Any other questions?
Yeah, you were talking about putting it on the computer.